Coming to you live from Helena, Montana, I'm Mike Kirby.
And I'm Iris Hartwig.
And this is CCN.
Today we're coming to you with an important announcement. We have breaking news that Carroll College is going to get rid of its philosophy program.
The college has decided to cut funding for the philosophy program and redirect it to the football program instead.
Classic move by Carroll.
The college believes, quote, students should not waste their time chasing their tails trying to answer questions that do not have an answer.
As you might assume, there has been a bunch of backlash from this statement from Carroll, especially among the faculty and the student body.
We sent a reporter out on the streets of Carroll to find out if there's a consensus about this controversial decision.
Our reporter, Caleb, is going to ask the public these questions. What is philosophy? Does philosophy even matter? What is virtue? Is it even beneficial to learn about philosophers like Socrates, Rosenberg, and Aquinas? And what can we learn from these dead people?
Over to you, Caleb.
Excuse me. Can we ask you a few questions about philosophy?
Sure, yeah.
Right. So could you tell me what philosophy is?
I don't know what philosophy is. I've never taken a philosophy class, and I don't know if I really want to.
So say Carol's thinking about getting rid of the philosophy program. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's okay with me. I have a lot of credits I have to take for nursing, and so I think it would be good if it was gone.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Yep,
I'm sorry, can we ask you a couple of interview questions about philosophy?
absolutely.
What is philosophy?
Well, Mike, it's funny you asked me that because I actually know the origins of the word philo and Sophie. Sophie being wisdom and philo being love. Together, it's the love of wisdom and pursuing, just like loving the truth and like knowledge.
Why do you think philosophy is important, and why do you think it matters?
Well, to quote a somewhat controversial statement from a famous philosopher, the unexamined life is not worth living. This comes from Socrates. He's pretty much saying that if you don't think about these questions, if you don't look at your life and ask why, for all these various things that happen to you, then it's not a life that's worth living. We all want to know the truth. When people lie to us, we feel deserted, we feel like a breaking of our heart, and our hearts are connected to our mind in that way, and that our hearts desire the truth just as our mind does, and so we must always seek the truth in all things and invest our life in this truth.
What is virtue?
Virtue is the habitual disposition to do and to choose the good with firmness, consistency, and pleasure, actually. It is the vir comes from the Latin root meaning man or human. It's us being as we were created to be in our fullness. As a campus minister, I even say it is akin to holiness. It's doing rightly.
Nice. Do you guys think we should get rid of the philosophy program? Heck no! There you have it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Can I ask you a few questions about philosophy?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Come on in.
What are your thoughts on Carroll maybe cutting the philosophy program?
Why are they cutting it?
Well, it's a big money problem. You know, they want to give a lot of money to the athletic teams. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I'd be okay with it if the funding went to nicer toilet paper.
I agree with that too. But could you tell me a little bit more about philosophy and kind of what you think about that?
I haven't taken a philosophy class, but I don't think they should cut it. It's probably important if it's here.
And why do you think it's important?
I don't know. I'm really just trying to get you out of my stall.
Fair enough.
Can we ask you guys a couple of questions about philosophy?
Oh, sure, yeah. I'm not in the middle of anything.
It's a pendejo!
Who is your favorite philosopher?
Right now I'm taking a class on St. Thomas Aquinas. He's one of my favorite philosophers for sure. I really like him just because he has like this cohesive view of the world where it's like a full system. And he's also really good at like incorporating like theology and philosophy, but not like separating these two in kind of detrimental ways, but rather like he wants to understand the whole world as it applies to life with God, but then also just like just the normal human experience. Yeah, I mean, they're great thinkers, and they, and even like, I mean, Carroll's a big science school, and without like philosophical foundations, like we don't really have a good foundation for science even, because like the whole logic of science stems out of philosophical reasoning. And so yeah, definitely not. Carroll should definitely not get rid of the philosophy program. That would be really sad, because I'm a philosophy major.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like philosophy is pretty important for everybody's education, and it seems like we should keep this program alive. What do you think?